Hey guys, it's Corey here. So I thought I'd do up another project for you. Um, this one is the city radius search. So what it does is it does a search of all of the cities, towns, and villages within a radius of a city that you put in, and it'll show you the distance from the city that you're putting in. So if you got Barrie, Ontario, show you how many kilometers away it is. And you got the option of miles or kilometers as well. You can export the list into an Excel or text file, and it'll demo and show you how many total cities are in that radius, how many kilometers the average distance is, the closest city, and the farthest city. And it'll show you the total population approximately. It's not exactly perfect, and it will not display every single town and village. And I think the reason why it doesn't display every single town and village right now is because of the fact that I've set it up where when I compiled all these databases, some of them had populations and some of them didn't. And the ones that did have populations for all of Canada, but then again, the issue is that some of the cities or towns I think were insignificant or part of a county or something like that. I think the total wasn't fully if I had done it for every city here right now, whatever, there it might have caused inaccurate and duplicate values, where you might have Bradford, West Gwillimbury, for example, and Bradford are listed in this list. That's the same location, and so if you had Bradford, Ontario here, and you do a search, it's going to do 1,000-kilometer search again. But here's Bradford, West Gwillimbury right there. It doesn't have Bradford, West Gwillimbury, but that is a county. And then they got West Gwillimbury listed as well, so it's all there'd be duplicate values here. So I think the population is pretty accurate right now as is. And yeah, you can see I think it's processing right now, or did it? Oh yeah, it's already done. So the closest city is Bradford, Hammond Hill. There's the total cities, 91,064, average distance, population, and so on. Yeah, so you can see it work in different ways there. There's a 100-kilometer radius, so you can see that there's way less cities, like 1% less, 1% of what it was before, and you got the population there too, 10 million, within about a 100-kilometer radius, which sounds about right, if you if you were to think about it, and because that'll encompass all of Toronto, and most likely won't encompass an American city. So if we go down this list here, you can see the province and country, and I don't see anywhere in the list here of Ontario and Canada, there's no American cities listed. So that's probably pretty accurate. 10 million people in southern Ontario, within a 100-kilometer radius of Bradford. Sounds about right. So yeah, I thought I'd just quickly demo that for you guys, and share that there. I'm hoping to use this for a lot of features. There's a lot of things you can do with a list of cities that are all within a radius for your business. You could do mail marketing campaigns, email campaigns. You get list of all the cities there, events you can find, jobs you can find, all sorts of things if you got this list here. And it's really hard to come up with a list like that there. If you were to sit down and think about the how you were going to calculate out the distances between cities and get them all within a radius, it would be pretty hard to do, if you were to logically process that in your head right off the bat. And I think there's only, there's a small select group of people probably in the world that probably can think, how to solve this problem and so on there. And so anyways, I thought I would just demo that and show you guys, my new little tool that I'm using here. Okay, talk to you later.